104.5 Hebrew Radio, man. Thank you for joining us at Hebrew Radio. Make sure this is all right. We thank you. All praise to the Most High.
Swing low, sweet spirit, and find me. Use your chariot. Swing low, sweet spirit, and don't leave me behind. Give me your spirit, Father, the power of your spirit. Show me the way. And thank you, Father, for my daily bread from day to day. I thank you for the healing in my spirit, for this temple will pass. But I know if I will walk with you, Yeshaya, my soul will last and be in existence in the kingdom of the Father.
I thought we were for the Father above. I thought we were following His Son, Yeshua. That's a lie, that's not the truth. Somebody gonna dispute, and when you dispute, you're disputing for the devil. Down with his level, he has changed and arranged everything from the Most High. Devil, Isaiah 14:13, don't lie. He said within his heart, he wants to be like the Most High. If this world has been handed to the wicked, the devil has deceived you and I know the truth. Somebody seek the truth all over the whole wide world, up in their spirit, men, women, boys, and girls. Somebody see the truth. Israel is the apple of his eye. The prophets come through the tribe of the Israelites.
Swing low, sweet spirit, and find me. Use your chariot. Swing low, sweet spirit, and don't leave me behind. Give me your spirit, Father, about the power. Show me the way. And thank you, Father, for my daily bread from day to day. I thank you for the healing in my spirit, for this temple will last. But I know if I will walk with you, Yeshaya, my soul will last and be in existence in the kingdom of the Father.
I thought we were for
Good morning, my sister. Good morning. Shalom, my sister. Shalom to you.
we're following his Son, Yeshua. That's a lie, that's not the truth. Somebody gonna dispute, and when you dispute, you're disputing for the devil. Down with his level, he has changed and arranged everything from the Most High. Devil, Isaiah 14:13, don't lie.
Yeah, man. 104.5 Hebrew Radio for this Tuesday morning edition, man. Thank you for joining us. Good morning, my sister, Miss Peterson. Good morning. Miss Peterson, all praise to the Most High.
This one's for the Most High. In the name of Yeshaya. This one's for a higher. In the name of Yeshaya. All praise a higher. A shore, a higher. And
This one's for a higher, in the name of Yeshua, in the name of Yeshua. This is for a higher, in the name of Yeshua, in the name In the name of Yeshua.
Holy Spirit, she's bringing wisdom today. And in your chapter 12,
This is for higher, it's for higher. In the name of Yeshua, the name of Yeshua. This is for a higher, it's for higher. In the name of Yeshua, the name of the Son. This is for a higher, it's for higher. In the name of Yeshua, it's for higher. This is for a higher. In the name of Yeshua.
oh, seal up the words, seal up the words. Seal the book of Daniel till the last days. The knowledge shall be increased. In the name of Yeshua, our Father, higher, ashore, higher, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom will come, thy will be done in all the earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day, Father, our daily bread.
This is for a higher, it's for a higher. In the name of Yeshua, in the name of Yeshua. This is for a higher, for a higher. In the name of Yeshua.
104.5 Hebrew Radio, man.
This is for a higher.
Good morning, my brothers and sisters. All praise. Shalom, shalom.
It's for a higher. This is for a higher. In the name
Yeah,
of
man.
Yeshua.
All praise to the Most High. This one right here, man.
And here's
This is a new one right here,
from
man.
the Most High.
From Music for the Most High Production.
Oh, yeah. Tell me why.
If Israel is obedient, they shall be blessed temporally and spiritually. If disobedient, they shall be cursed, smitten and destroyed. Disease, plague, and oppression shall come upon them. They shall serve false gods and become a byword among all nations. Fierce nations shall enslave them. They shall eat their own children and be scattered amongst all nations. I can tell you through the scriptures why we are going on. But they'll call me a lie.
And I'll be your enemy until the end.
Have I become your enemy? Because I tell you the truth. Tell me why. I will be taken out of this book straight to you. We call them lies. Can you tell me what? Now these commandments are given for your instructions.
Be a living example.
Tell me why. And the most I say just do and show me you love them.
If you love me, keep my commandments. Ain't that
Just let
clear?
me tell you why.
Today I set before you life and death. Therefore, choose life and
I tell you
live.
why.
Choose life and live.
Can you tell me what? Isaiah 56, the header. All who keep the commandments shall be exalted. The son of strangers will join Israel. The Lord will gather others to the house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord God. Keep ye the judgment and do justice. For my salvation is near to come, and my righteousness will be revealed. Blessed is the man that doeth this, and the son of man that lays hold on it.
Good morning, Carly. Shalom, my sister. Shalom.
Now these commandments are given for your instructions. Tell me why. And the most I say just do and show me you love them.
If you love me,
Just
my
let me
commandments.
tell you why. Let me tell you why.
First John,
Let me tell you why.
3 and 5. Check that out. First
Let
John
me tell you why.
3 and 5.
tell me what. Oh yeah, we coming back at you again, you know what I'm saying? That's why. Yeah, it's me, the MC Double R, man. I wanna know why. Just tell me why. We don't do things we really should be doing.
Yeah, all praise to the Most High for this Tuesday morning, man. All praise. Check this out, Cody. Look, it's fading out. I ain't chopping them more. I'm fading them out now. All praise to the Most High. Somebody lied to us, man. Somebody lied to us, man. All praise. Welcome to the Hebrew Man Morning Show for this Tuesday morning, man. And we thank you for joining us this morning, man. Listen, if you can't get it in the morning, just remember, subscribe, like, and subscribe, and come back later and listen to it, man. Check us out. See what we're saying. And listen, yesterday we were in Genesis and we were talking about Joseph and the life of Joseph and the things that Joseph went through. And we hadn't got to the point, we're going to finish. I ain't going to say we finished it today because it's so much in this story that to learn from. There's so much edification to learn from. And it takes, we want to take time to dissect it so we can get the full meaning of it. You know what I'm saying? If we just run through it, it's like missing a lot. So I know we taking a while and it seems like we be going slow and we going from the book of, we're in Genesis. We're going to be starting in Genesis 39 today. And to recap what we were talking about yesterday, the life of Joseph, the Most High Joseph at a young age, giving him dreams, showing Joseph through his dealing with him in the spirit, showing Joseph where he's going to place him, and it yes, the dream was there, but he didn't show him all he would have to go through to get to where everybody was going to bow down to him, but he just knew that the Most High was saying, listen, the Most High is telling me the 11 stars, the sun and the moon and the 11 stars, which is the family of Jacob, they're going to bow down to me. And his brothers hated him on the cause of that and wind up plotting against him. And they couldn't speak peaceably toward him. They thought he was just a tattletale. He was a spoiled, there was this little spoiled young brother that their daddy loved more than them. And, and that he just was tattletaling and all these things, bringing back evil reporters to kill their brother. And Joseph started pleading to him and calling him from out of the pit, screaming to his brother, saying, hey, what have I done? What is my offense? And if I have sinned against you, aren't you the children of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob? Aren't there laws to deal with this offense besides killing me? And ain't there a law that said thou shalt not kill? You know what I'm saying? So his brother, this is the life that he had to live. And when you really read this story, you can see that the Most High did in the physical with Joseph the same thing he did with Christ. He let Joseph live that same step-to-step method that Christ had to live. And so we're going to pick up today where we left off yesterday. Brother Baptiste, you hear my brother?
Shalom, my brother. I'm here.
Shalom, my brother. Shalom, my brother. Shalom, my brother. This thing, man, all praise to the Most High. This actually is working out better than I thought it was going to work out, man. With this phone thing and all that. You don't have to ever be here every day and all that and drive that far, and we can still edify and get. And this basically, I know this is like a show, but this me and this brother's morning conversations. This is how we talk almost every morning. These conversations that we have right now. So I guess that's so we stop a lot to make sure that we get the meat that about what we reading. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to just pass over a bunch of stuff and just get to one point and just point that out. We want you to get it all across the board.
We don't want to just cherry pick.
Yeah. You got something you want to say before we start, my brother? Or what you got going on?
No, my brother. I was just saying we're not cherry picking scriptures here and there. We're just getting it all. We're getting everything we can get.
Yeah. Do you remember where we left off? Yes, I think we left off. He was going. I think they had him in the pit, and he was screaming out from the pit, calling on to his brothers, to help him, and they wind up selling him. They wind up selling him for his brothers instead of they just selling. They sold him. He got sold again, and he got sold again. You understand? And this was his plight. This was his plight. But in the end, the blessings of the Most High was going to come upon him. So we got Genesis 39 right here in your Bible, Genesis 39, and then we'll go back, because when you read the account in the Bible, and that's why we keep telling you that the Bible is an overview of all the events. But to get, that's why the Bible tells you to study to show us yourself approved. Say, don't just get the overview and walk with that. Go find this whole story. And when you do that, you get the full understanding. And that story you're going to find in the book of Jasher. That the rest of the story you're going to find in the book of Jasher. So we're going to read 39, and then we're going to go into the book of Jasher and read the account again and see and show you how vast this story really is. And I think it'd be entertaining, man. I think it'd be entertaining. So we're going to be at the first verse. Joseph, the header says, Joseph and Potiphar's wife, an Egyptian, bought him of the hands of the Ishmaelites, which had brought him down hither. And the Lord was with Joseph, and he was a prosperous man, and he was in the house of his master, the Egyptian. And his master saw that the Lord was with him, and that the Lord made all that he did to prosper in his hand. And Joseph found grace in his sight, and he served him, and he made him overseer over his house, and all that he had he put into his hand. And it came to pass from that time that he had made his overseer, that he was made overseer in his house and over all that he had, that the Lord blessed the Egyptian's house for Joseph's sake. And the blessings of the Lord was upon all that he had in his house and in the field. And he left all that he had in Joseph's hand, and he knew not aught he have save the bread which he did eat. And Joseph was a goodly person and well favored. And it came to pass that after these things, that his master's wife cast her eyes upon Joseph. And she said, lie with me. But he refused and said unto his master's wife, behold, my master rotteth not what is it with me in the house. And he has committed all that he has to my hand. There is none greater in this house than I, neither has he kept back anything from me but thee, because thou art his wife. How then can I do this great wickedness and sin against God? And it came to pass, as she spake to Joseph day by day, that he hearkened unto her, that he hearkened not unto her, to lie by her, or to be with her. And it came to pass about this time that Joseph went into the house to do his business, and there was none of the men of the house therein. And it came to pass, she saw he had left his garment in her hand and was fled forth, that she called unto the men of her house and spake unto them, saying, see, he has brought in an Hebrew unto us to mock us. He came unto me to lie with me, and I cried with a loud voice. And it came to pass, when he heard that I lifted up my voice and cried, that he left his garment with me and fled and got him out. And she laid up his garment by her until his Lord came home. And she spake unto him according to these words, saying, the Hebrew servant, which thou brought unto us, came into me to mock me. And it came to pass, as I lift up my voice and cried, that he left his garment with me and fled out. And it came to pass, when his master heard the words of his wife, which she spake unto him, saying after this manner, did thy servant do me, that he was wroth, his wrath was kindled. And Joseph's master took him and put him in the prison, and placed in a place where the king's prisoners were bound, and he was there in the prison. But the Lord was with Joseph, and showed him mercy, and gave him favor in the sight of the keeper of the prison. And the keeper of the prison committed to Joseph's hand all the prisoners that were in the prison, and whatsoever they did there, he was the doer of it. The keeper of the prison looked not to anything that was under his hand, because the Lord was with him, and that which he did, the Lord made it prosper. And in the Bible, they skip from there, they go to him interpreting dreams. But if we go to the book of Jasher, and we're going to pick up this story and show you this is why we study, we try to go and find all the evidence. And so this is the book of Jasher, chapter 43. You got a question, my brother?
Oh no, I'm saying Khan. I'm agreeing with you.
All right. The book of Jasher, chapter 43. And when the sons of Jacob had sold their brother Joseph to the Midianites, their hearts were smitten on account of him, and they repented of their act, and they sought for him to bring him back, but could not find him. But Reuben returned to the pit in which Joseph had been put, in order to lift him out and restore him to his father. And Reuben stood by the pit, and he heard not a word. And he called out, Joseph, Joseph. And no one answered or uttered a word. And Reuben said, Joseph has died through fright, or some serpent has caused his death. And Reuben descended into the pit, and he searched for Joseph, and could not find him in the pit. And he came out again. And Reuben tore his garment, and he said, and he went to his brethren, and found them grieving on the account of Joseph, and counseled together how to reconcile their father about him. And Reuben